Yeah, upgrading gear is important, but it's not really about what you buy, it's about how you buy it. Hey, Ryan here. So I feel like there's always a lot of confusion when it comes to upgrading your stream gear. And I think there's also this misconception that you have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to get something workable. But honestly, that's not what makes you a unique and hopefully successful streamer. That's really all about your personality, your content, your work ethic. So what I wanted to do was come up with a bit of a roadmap. That way you can focus on what actually matters. A slight disclaimer, this could honestly apply to anyone doing streams or content creation, but I'll be specifically doing an emphasis on music streamers because that's what I have personal experience in, but definitely feel free to apply this however you can. All right, first thing you want to do is set some priorities. You just got some great donations, or maybe you just got your first Twitch payout. You want to really think about what you want to be buying, what's going to be the most important, what's going to give you the biggest benefit as fast as possible to your stream. And I think it's kind of important to have a bit of like an outline, or like I said, a roadmap on the different purchases you want to do, so that when you do get some money that you want to invest back into your stream, you already kind of know where that's going to go. So number one priority, definitely audio. You can have the nicest looking stream in the world, but nobody's going to watch you if you're talking through a tin can. Second, and probably not what people think, would be lighting. Because no matter what camera you have, if you can't see your face, nobody's gonna watch. And that does go for like the main lights, that actually let people see your face, but that also goes for all the background lights that can give you that aesthetic that really makes the stream feel like yours. And then third would be video, because even though audio and lighting are way more important, I don't think anyone can deny the jump between a $20 webcam to a $2,000 mirrorless camera. Next would be having a modular setup. And really all that means is just being able to upgrade certain pieces of your gear without having to scrap the rest. So for example, if I wanted to upgrade my lens on my camera, I don't have to scrap the rest of the camera. And that really goes into point number 3, which is going to be sunk cost gear. Really, all that means is putting money into gear that when you upgrade it, you're going to lose all that money because you can't use that gear anymore. A great example of this would be a webcam. And while I totally think they have their purpose, I don't think they're super great for streaming, because if you buy an expensive webcam and then you want to upgrade it, you have to scrap the entire webcam. And so I think it'd be better to get something that's a little bit more modular, where you could upgrade different pieces. That way it makes it a little bit easier to do those upgrades in the future. I think the easiest way to talk about this is to give an example roadmap that shows how to go from the most minimal setup possible to professional streamer status. Now, I divided it up into 4 different tiers, and you definitely don't have to follow those exactly, and you don't even have to upgrade fully from one tier to the next. It's just an example to get you thinking about the thought process behind upgrades and how you can space them out over time. All right, first up is tier 0. This is for anyone who's maybe heard about live streaming or Twitch and wants to check it out, but they're not really sure if it's going to be the thing. And honestly, in this day and age, that's never been easier. All you have to do is grab your smartphone, download the Twitch app on it, sit in front of some natural sunlight so that people can see you, and go live. Easy as that. All right, here is tier 0, streaming straight off my phone. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Not bad, right? So next up is tier 1. Now the main goal of tier 1 is just to stop streaming on your phone and to start streaming on your computer, because that is going to open up a world of possibilities for you. Now the gear you get starting off is probably not going to be your end goal product, so we don't really want to put too much money into it. So getting a cheap $30 USB microphone, still sitting in front of some natural sunlight, and getting like a $15 app to connect your phone to your computer is going to be your best bet. All right, and here is tier 1, now streaming off the computer. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away.
Now it looks as though they're here to stay.
Honestly, it's already so much better. I mean, at least in terms of audio. So now we have tier 2. Now the main goal about tier 2 is just to get more of that modular setup feel. So starting off, we're gonna get an XLR mic and an audio interface, which is gonna give us a lot more possibilities down the road. And that's why we didn't put too much money into that USB mic earlier. Next, we're gonna actually get a lighting kit because we cannot rely on the sun forever, especially if you stream at nighttime. Personally, I would recommend something like an umbrella lighting kit over LED panels, only because I think they give you a lot softer light on your face. And if you ever want to upgrade it, you just upgrade a bulb rather than the LED panel where you have to scrap the entire thing. And then lastly, you got the camera. Now you could totally buy a $100 webcam, I mean, especially right now with the prices of everything. Or you could get a $50 GoPro with a stand and a $15 capture card off Amazon. And already that is cheaper than the webcam and way better quality. All right, here is tier 2 with a much better camera and a better microphone.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay.
Again, a huge improvement. And that just leaves us with tier 3. And that's what I call the professional streamer tier. Now with this one, there are so many options, but it's honestly very similar to tier 2. All you're really doing is maybe getting a better XLR mic, maybe upgrading the bulbs in your lights or getting some extra lights behind you, and then maybe getting something like a mirrorless camera with some detachable lenses. And here is tier 3 with all the upgrades.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay.
And there you have it. That's how you go from a super minimal setup to basically professional streamer status. As a side note, try to still get some value out of those old purchases that you made earlier on. I mean, using your phone or the GoPro as a second, third camera angle definitely adds a lot of value to the stream. Same thing with that old USB microphone. Maybe do a giveaway. You know, try to find ways to still let those things provide value to you and your community. That way those purchases didn't go to waste. I know I didn't go into specific pieces of gear for each tier, but I figure that stuff is always changing, always updating anyways. And I will put an example of all the gear that I would use in each of those tiers in the description. So hopefully that's helpful. So let me know what you think. If you have any questions or if you want to share the setup that you're working on, definitely please leave a comment down below, or even better yet, hop into the stream. Anybody who's there knows that I love going on tangents about cameras and lights and everything, so I would be happy to have you there. Anyways, see you guys next time.
Yeah, okay, you can see it's an umbrella. It's an umbrella diffuser. Can you tell? No, I feel like I just look like I have the sun bursting out of my eyes.
Hello, how are you today? Good, glad to hear it.